What's this? It's because I'm trying to do new stuff, and we're going to have one more episode, and I took down stuff because I thought that Today we're talking about negative self-talk.
Kirsten's Agenda is the name of my show. It's a way to make art and learn stuff and grow. There will be lots of segments and maybe some guests. 10 minutes of deep breath, that is my quest. If while we're here, then our insides expand to be more compassionate to our fellow man and woman and person. And remember, the truth is that kindness is cool. Have sex with my feelings and being cruel. Because our power, it lies in our minds and our hearts. Opening up is a really good place to start. Kirsten's Agenda.
Hello. Today we're talking about things that our brains do.
Why does your voice sound like that? What are you doing with your voice?
This is my piece of thing that I want to share. If this is what I want us to remember. My therapist taught me this. They teach you good things. We all have these thoughts. Like, I get a lot of people, strangers, say very nice things to me, and they want to be my friend, and they like my clothes or what my face does or whatever. That's great. I believe maybe that people that believe that, oh, if I was over there, if I was in that village, meaning another person, I would be different. I would have, well, this, and I would have that. Like, I get, well, if I was Kirsten, I would do scenes with these people. That's true. But like, my point is that we all have noise in here that tells us things that we believe.
You don't have noise. What is noise? What do you mean? No, you don't.
Here's what I want us all to remember, and that we will forget again and again and again. But like, the way your brain is structured, I don't know a lot about this, again, not a professional, but the way your brain is structured, there is a bit of us that just worried about running away from tigers, right? So that part of our brain always thinks the negative thing. It always thinks like, you better watch out, you're in trouble, and whatever. That's the negative part. Those first thoughts that we always think about ourselves, about other people, that's that part. It's not true. I don't have to beat myself up about those first thoughts. I used to just like, oh my gosh, because I think a lot of crazy things. And when I would really face those negative, terrible things I think about myself, or things I wanted to do to myself or whatever, I would lean into them, and sometimes I would go for it. What I learned is that first thought, you don't have to believe. There's thoughts that come after that are more human spirit and less human animal. And so you can sort of let those first human animal thoughts go and be like, oh, that's just my little animal. I'm a little scared animal. And this is now I'm at choice. And I think that's important. Because we all think things. I mean, I'm doing this thing right now, right? I'm doing the show. The back of my head hurts, which sometimes happens when I'm doing the show. Where's the set? The producers are going to be mad at me. They're going to be like, Kirsten, where's the set? I'm mad. I tell myself things about my face. And then I get mad, and I'm like, I can't tell anybody the things I think about my face because other people think nice things about my face. So I can't say it. And also, like, my face is the face of my ancestors and my mom and my sister and my nieces. And, I love their faces. I sometimes feel like I have all the bad parts of those people's faces. And then sometimes I think I'm great. And then sometimes, like, which one is real? It's the one you choose to decide to be real. Being a person is scary sometimes, but we're all doing it at the same time. And you know what? I can't think of better people I'd want to be on the planet with than you guys. So there. Today, oh my gosh, we're going back in time We're going back in time to like a month ago. Remember when I interviewed my friend Pauley Perrette? We just had such a great conversation. We talked about faith, and that was so great. So I wanted to talk about faith. And then we also talked about the way we have grown through the way we've talked to ourselves and stuff like that. We're about to talk to the sparkle horse, the punk rock magic princess of all things good, the champion of the kind, Pauley Perrette.
It was funny because I said to you, I'm doing this thing about negative self-talk. And you said, oh, I'm not a good person for that because I take really good care of my inner Pauleys. And I was like, that is why you are the perfect person for this. Because, and I guess step one in taking good care and making sure that you don't let the inner off-putting voices own you is to apparently own a stuffed animal tiger. I feel like that's one of the main steps.
As a somewhat evolved trying to be an adult person, I just think this is the broad sense, in a way that it's the world's job out there to try to put me down and to try to like be mean to me and to be mean to her and my little self. And so sometimes it feels like somebody's got to have my back, and I'm the one that can reach it the best. We're so blessed when we have people around us that will also have our back. That's a huge blessing. But when, you know, we are the ones who arrive here and leave this strange earth experience together. And so I'll have a sense of that. And then I've lately, especially since we talked last week, I was thinking about like my 20-year-old self, and like, I love her now. I'm not sure how I felt about her then. I was too busy being nuts, but like, she was crazy and funny. And I mean, she was cool. She was
now the way I believe it is Madeline L'Engle, who wrote A Wrinkle in Time. It's one of my very favorite quotes. She says, we are every age we've ever been. So yeah. I definitely feel like my 7-year-old's in there, my 20-year-old's in there, my 45-year-old's in there. They're all in there, and they, you know, take turns. You know, do you feel like you keep all of those ages of you with you? So is the 20-year-old with you and gets to watch you who you are now?
We're very different in some ways, but always the same at the core, I believe. And there's some things about my younger self that I wasn't wholly realize of what I was actually doing. But like, there's so many things I'm so stinking proud of. But if I see someone say something mean or awful to somebody else, I cannot stand there. I'm like, wait a minute, you know, like, I'm not going to do that. Those have ended up in some massive changes in my life because I made the decision to favor my soul over the opinions of others. Because I am going to do what my soul and my faith knows is correct, even if it's not popular right then.
My ankle doesn't have that line right here, you know, in the back. I have shame about being queer. One time when I was 12, my sister learned a test that had to do with pencils and how perky or not were your breasts. And I failed it, like I fail so very many things, because I am so imperfect that I feel sad doing this. Sing and embarrassed. There's a part of me who knows I am a flake and an imposter and ugly and a giant fake. But that is just one part who gets some airtime in my brain. There are more parts inside me who are kinder and more sane. And I will choose to love all parts of me exactly how they show. Because accepting my parts how